Thanks indeed. That doesn't mean, of course, that the event is over. We have the AGM as well, and there's 3 things for the to be voted on. So can I encourage people, if you can, just to stick with us a little while longer. The votes will be happening at the head of this section of the meeting. Just take a moment to just let some comments come through, and thanks and applause icons or whatever for Neil and Tim's contribution and talk there. So that's been brilliant, fantastic. I'll start sharing some slides now, and we will progress with the AGM component of today. This, of course, is the first AGM for this SIG, as we ratified last year. And I hope that some slides are coming through now. Great. So that's our sort of a succinct, I hope, agenda. Apologies for absence. First of all, that just pertains, as we understand things, to committee members. That's kind of a technical point. And then is the issue of ratification of the draft constitution and ratification of the committee roll holders. And we'll go to that directly before heading to some reports. It's those items 2 and 3, which we do need 15 people, according to the Constitution, to be present and to vote on. So we're moving to those items right now, these 2 ratifications. I'll just stop sharing it so I can enable the polls that do that. So let's do the first one first, and that's the ratification of the provisional constitution. I hope that's appearing on people's screens. Just give me a thumbs up if that's the case. There are 3 options, yes, no, and abstain. And if that is appearing for everybody, if you are a member of the Barleap SIG mailing list, then we'd be very happy for your vote to be voted, given, done now.
Deek, for some reason, I think it disappeared for me, and it looks like it disappeared for somebody else, or a few other people in the chat.
Okay. Right. Intriguing. Let me reshare that, see if that's...
It sort of went to showing the results almost immediately. So
yeah, same for same thing
without the option to vote.
Ah. And it has ended. That's not ideal. Okay. Relaunch poll. Okay. All right, we're going to do that again, one and all. Sorry about that. I'm going to relaunch that poll and clearly existing results for that tech issue. I hope that's now coming through for everybody and staying there. I see that lots of results are going in. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that worked for me this time. That was fine.
Okay, fantastic. We've got 15, 16. Wonderful. I think that may have been my error there, hitting an end poll unintentionally. Apologies for that, everyone. Please do keep those votes coming in. If you're a member of the Barleap Sessional SIG mailing list. Okay, it's 36 seconds, 18 votes. That hasn't shifted for some time. I'll just give it another 5 to 10 seconds now for a final few votes to come in. We do have 18, which is above what we need.
I don't seem to be able to vote, sorry, but...
Okay.
I don't think we can vote because we're hosts.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I can de-host you for the next one then, potentially. All right, we've got 18. I'm going to end the poll now, if that's okay. And as I see it, it's 18 for yes, and none for no, and none for abstain. So that does seem that the provisional constitution, it says provision constitution at the top, I've just noticed, we mean provisional constitution, has been ratified. Wonderful. Let's progress. We've got 2 more of those to do. The second, and it's 2A and 2B, I would say. The first is on the issue of whether people are happy to ratify the committee as a whole. So we're not, as I launch this poll in a second, we're not ratifying the committee members, we're deciding whether it's okay to ratify the current committee members in one poll, i.e. the next one. So I'll launch that now, and it says, do you agree to ratify the committee as a whole in one poll? If the majority answer to that is yes, then we will then proceed to the next poll and ratify the committee as a unit. 13, 14, 16, that's excellent. Thank you. Please do continue to vote if you haven't already. I've currently got 17 to 0 to 0, which is encouraging. Just a few more seconds, 5 to 10 more seconds. Okay, I'm going to end that now and share the results. And I hope you can see that that's 17 to 0 to 0. Has that come through for everybody? Just give me a quick thumbs up or a nod if it has. I think I'm seeing yes, that's wonderful. So let's get on with that then. So the committee members are, I think, known to us all. We'll just very quickly reintroduce ourselves. I'm Deacon, one of the co-conveners.
I'm Jenny,
Sorry,
the
go on,
event
Karen, sorry, Jenny.
coordinator.
I'm Jenny, the other co-convener.
I'm Neil, treasurer.
I'm Jess, one of the. Sorry, someone.
You go, Jessica.
Okay, I'm Jess, one of the co-secretaries with Deborah.
I'm
Stella.
Deborah.
Go, Deborah.
Oh no, I was just going to say I'm Deborah, the other co-secretary.
Anyone else? Okay, I'm Stella. I'm the social media coordinator.
We also have Chris, who's not with us today, who is the web officer. So I'm now launching that poll, which is to ratify those individuals as a group, and the launch is now. So do we agree to ratify the current committee for the in-sessional SIG? And that's for a further 2 years, starting, I guess, today. Be great if we can hit 15 here. I've got 14, 15, great, 16, and it's 16 to 0. To 0, 17. I'll just give another few seconds, 5 to 10 more seconds. Okay, great, that's stable at 17, and sharing the results now, and that should read 17 to 0 to 0. So welcome welcome back, everybody. and we then, pending anything unexpected, will be around for another 2 years, is my understanding. Please correct me if I'm wrong on that, somebody, but then there will be elections at some point in the future, to which we will advertise the posts, etc., and the thing sort of opens up to everybody. Okay, great. Let me reshare the slides. That's the voting bit done, which was the kind of critical bit, at least in terms of Corothood. If I just reshare the slides now, I hope those are coming through. And in a matter of, I think, and I hope, minutes, we'll just give a very brief set of updates or reports from various members of the committee. So we're on item 4 now. So let me head on with that. We've done that. We've done that. There you go. We've just ratified those individuals. Thank you for that. And blah, blah, blah. So, co-convener's report. I'll give everyone a few moments just to read that. I'll just, Jenny and I will just articulate that briefly, but there is the bullet point report for a moment to read. Okay, and I hope that speaks for itself. To summarize that, we've just created, with the committee members, it hasn't been Jenny and I, of course, far from it, but our report states there that as a collective committee, we've done those things. So the beast is up and running. It's got all the stuff it needs to exist and to do things it wants to do, like today. And there we go. Jenny, anything I've missed out there, or anything to comment on? I don't know if there's more to say there.
Nothing to add.
All righty, cool. Any questions or comments on that report? If not, we can move on to others. feel free to pipe up, put something in the chat. I think that's probably a no, if I'm reading things correctly. So there we go. Great. Next report. If I can hand over to Deborah and Jess.
Yeah, I mean, I guess people can just read that there. Any comments or questions about the Secretary's report? No? Okay, great. I guess we can move on.
Magic. Great. Next up, Neil, if you like. Neil's yes, yeah.
Yeah, that about covers it. Those 2 bullet points, and we're a going concern because we have money in the bank. So thanks to Ballyap for giving us that money, and we do aim to use it at some point. And we spent money. You'll be glad to know we spent money on your book, Neil and Tim, if you're still with us.
Yes, we did. Yes.
Which is a worthy investment.
Was it the hardback copy or the paperback copy?
It was the gold back copy. Okay, as came encrusted with diamonds. Yeah. Cool.
Thanks.
Any questions or comments on the Treasurer's report there from any members or anyone else? Feel free. I'm thinking that's maybe a no. So we've got a social media and web officer. I think over to you if you like.
Yeah. So yeah, this is just our channels of communication. We've already got a few videos up on our YouTube channel. We've got quite a low number of followers at the moment, so please follow us on Twitter and YouTube. Please get our numbers up. Next. Okay, and that's the web. Yeah, I don't think I need to say any more about that. That's we've got we advertise our events, we've got resources up there. So yeah, that's our main home if you need any information. Next.
Yep, that's me. So we launched we had our first event in November with 74 attendees, and then this is our second event with 72. And we got good feedback on our first event, and we'll email the feedback form out. We've put it in the chat for this event, and we'll email it out as well after the event.
I think staying with yourself, Jenna, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, great.
We've had suggestions. We got suggestions at the end of the last event for future events moving forwards, and there's also a question on the form for today for any future suggestions. But then we have also organised some events. Next slide, please, Dee.
Oh.
So we've got 2 future events out in the diary, and everything will come out after Easter. We've got one on Thursday, the 16th of May, time to be confirmed, with Alison Leslie on her longitudinal study of how students engage with embedded academic support, and then Angela Hakim on Friday the 14th of June 1 till 2 on the landscape of in-sessional in different context. We're hopefully going to offer events that people have requested, reading circles, joint events with other SIGs, presenting at conferences. And if you are interested in giving a talk, the feedback form we send out has got a box for that at the bottom as well. And then we're just going to continue to support our membership.
So that incredibly is that at something like a quarter of an hour. Thanks to all for coming. There are some channels of communication. I'll stop sharing at that point, or will I? Just check. I should have stopped sharing at that point. Anything else? No, that was indeed the last slide. So I think we can safely declare the first AGM of this amazing SIG to be over.